Good morning, YouTube. So it is currently like 7:55 or something like that. And my fly is undone, but that's not why I picked up the camera to start filming. So this morning I got up at 5 o'clock because again, my family are, my mum and my dad are away on a cruise, and I'm a little bit worried that lady over in the car beside us is gonna look over and see me talking to myself, but whatever. So yeah. So, I was going to say something, now I would have forgotten. Oh, yes, my mum and my dad are still away on a cruise, and so, yeah, I have to get up at 5 o'clock pretty much every morning. I went to bed at a reasonable hour last night. I think I only went to bed at like 10 past 11, and like I had like 2 hours extra sleep last night, yesterday and whatnot, so that was pretty good. I think it was because I was really tired. She's looking over at me. She probably thinks, what the fuck is she doing? Stop looking at me. Yeah, she's looking at all these other cars. Yeah, she's still looking at me. Okay, good. Yeah, like, I just want to vlog, but it's so hard, like, when you're a first YouTube, like, when you're first starting out at YouTube, or you're not comfortable with, like, vlogging in public, and you had to park right next to me, didn't you? Because now I have someone right next to me. She was, like, a spot in that away from me. And now this one's right next to me. It's like, you had to park right here, didn't you? Like, it'd be right. But, yeah, so... anyways, but yeah, as I was saying, my mum and my dad are away on a cruise, so I have to get up at like 5 o'clock every morning. I did wake up at 5 o'clock yesterday morning, but I overslept. So that was pretty shitty, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of then I wasn't a big fan of oversleeping because I knew I had to get the cats and the dogs up, and get them moving and whatnot. But yeah, so, I'm just currently I was contemplating and going home, because a lot of you would have seen Steven in a lot of my vlogs, which is a giant teddy bear that I've had, in my room. I just went and got a coffee, and I dropped Steven off to Lifeline, just because I don't really have a use for him anymore. Well, I do, but it's more of a fact that, like, his stuffing's, like, all like, not hanging loose, but he's got a hole in him, and he's looking a little bit flat. He's not looking as plump anymore as what he used to look, and I know it was given to me as a gift, but I think it's time to let Steven go. So I just dropped Steven off at Lifeline, and a couple of other teddies that I've had for a while. I literally squished, put those two in first, and then I literally squished Steven in, and yeah, so hopefully he's gonna have a better life with somebody else, and whatnot, and then he'll go to a good home where a little girl will love him forever. I will miss him. And I thought to myself, like, because I had to shove him in the bin, like, I had to literally stuff him in the bin, because, like, Lifeline wasn't open, and I thought, nah, stuff it, like, I'm not coming back later, I just would rather make just the one big trip and get it over and done with. So I just, like, stuffed him in the bin, and then drove off and made sure he was in there. But yeah, so, rip Steven, I guess. But yes, so anyways, I haven't heard anything from M since that day. He said to me, I think it was last week? Yeah, it would have been last week. I haven't heard anything from him ever since he said, I think it's best that we don't have contact with each other. I'll say hi if I see you and whatnot, but yeah, I haven't heard anything from him since then. Which I'm kind of hurt by, kind of annoyed too, like, because it's kind of like, well, stuff you then, like, get over yourself, you're full of it. But I'm also really glad that I don't have to put up with that kind of drama in my life anymore. And I know you're probably going to say this was really soon, Katie and Kate, and what the hell are you doing and whatnot. But, and I can't remember if I've told you I've been on Tinder or not. I'm pretty sure I have told you that I've been on Tinder, or I am on Tinder. I don't know. I went through a phase a while ago where I was a little bit of a, like, this is kind of personal for me to tell you. I'm not going to tell you, like, in great detail. I keep looking at the cars beside me because it's like, don't know if they're watching or not. I'm not going to tell you in great detail, but I went through a stage a little while ago. I'm pretty sure I did tell you this too. Where I was, I had my hoe days. I'm just going to call them like that. And I'm not proud of it. Some people I don't regret, and others I do regret. Some were definitely a life lesson though, and others not so much. I think the ones that I regret are the ones that weren't a life lesson, whereas the ones I don't regret, they were more of a life lesson, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I was on there recently, and I talked to a guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name because he's like Middle Eastern, and he's Afghanistan or Pakistan, or I can't remember which one, but he's a Muslim and whatnot, and his name's really hard to pronounce. I'm not even gonna say it because his name also starts with an M. So yeah, but like originally we were like talking and stuff for a little bit, and then we stopped talking. And then one day, I think it was me, I don't know, or was it him that texted one day? No, I think it was him that texted one day, and he was, or called one day. I can't remember, but he said that he missed me and that he missed talking to me, because I remember ages ago we got into like kind of an argument where like I said to him, I'm just having trouble believing that every guy's not the same, like they're pretty much all the same. And because he's been through like a lot of shit, and because I've been through a lot of shit, at the moment that's just how I feel, he got a little bit cranky with me and like stopped talking to me for a while. But yeah, now we're talking pretty much every day and flirting and stuff like that. And I know you're probably going to be like, well, that's too soon to move on, but I was never really in a relationship with the other M. We were flirting and whatnot with each other, but that was pretty much as far as it went. And we'd have like jokes with each other and stuff like that. And again, that was pretty much as far as it went. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, like I'm taking it slow. I feel like I'm taking it as slow as I can. But he is like, I met him the other day because I actually have never met him until Monday night. Like he came and watched me dance, and he's probably the first guy other than my brother, dad and uncle. He is the first guy that has officially watched me dance, and other than my grandpa as well. He's the first like guy friend, boyfriend, whatever you would like to call him, that's actually watched me dance. Like he couldn't come in the studio itself, but he stayed outside in the waiting area of the studio, and he watched TV and he watched from the door. And yeah, like he's the first guy that's actually came and watched me dance on one day. So I was really happy. Well, I was actually kind of really happy about that, because it kind of means something to me when somebody comes and watches, like especially if it's a guy that I'm interested in and he's interested in me and vice versa. Like it actually means a lot, like when someone does that. And it just, yeah, when he did that, it made me really happy. But yeah, so I might be seeing him today, because I said to him, I was like, I'm technically not supposed to have people at my house other than my brother and the lady that's looking after the kids while my mum's away, and whatnot. She's watching me because I'm filming her, do I? Okay, Queensland. Sorry, she was wearing a State of Origin shirt, and she was wearing Queensland colours. But yes, yeah. Anyways, I'm not going to go into why, But I messaged him early this morning on Snapchat, and I just said to him, I was like, hey, oh, you can come around a little bit later, if you want to, because my brother's out until probably 11 o'clock, and whatnot, because he's got work, so he finishes work at 11, probably won't be home till 11:15. And then he was like, I'll come around about 10. So 10 might be 9:30, 10:30, 10 o'clock. I'm not 100% sure. But hopefully he is true to his word. Depending on how busy it is at his work, then he may or may not come. But yeah, like he wanted to come yesterday, but I was like, oh, nah. Yesterday I wanted him to, but I didn't want to, and then I wanted to go to his work yesterday too, but I didn't want to at the same time. Like, I wanted company, but I didn't want company, if that makes sense. So yeah, so hopefully that goes ahead with today. So yeah, once I get home, because as I said at the very beginning of my vlog, I'm just in the car park in Aldi waiting for it to open so I can get a couple of things for Mum, and I can drive home and whatever else I need to do. But yeah, once I get home, I'm going to be doing some more washing, cleaning my room a little bit, making my bed. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for the rest of the day. It's just looking after the animals and cleaning and tidying and checking emails and filming and uploading and spending a little bit of time with this hopefully. But yeah, I think I might wrap up this vlog for here and finish drinking my coffee. I'll show you what I got real quickly. I just got an iced Americano from Zafra's or Safari's, how I pronounce it. It was Raf's. I don't know. Yeah. But I'm just going to finish drinking my iced Americano, which is basically an ice long black. And yeah, I think I will leave it up there. So if you guys like this video and this update and whatnot, please don't forget to like, comment, and to subscribe, and to follow me and check me out on social media, as well as to give this video a thumbs up and to drop me an email if you have any questions, queries, or you just want to get to know me better. I love you guys all so much. Thank you for watching, and until next time, thanks guys, bye.